It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Fighting through at the 25, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 70 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now they try the right side here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
You ready?
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And now here's a carry heading left. Justin Matabike there to bring him down. Now it's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Well, this defense for the Bucs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Throwing on 1st down, Callahan. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Looking to throw. Callahan. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Just the first quarter to tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has a little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Shifts by him. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Operating from the gun, Callahan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On first down, Callahan. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They'll look to throw again. He'll get this off to Swift. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Carolina getting set to take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Herbert. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Knocked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
To throw on 2nd down, Callahan.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back to throw. Callahan. Looking middle, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
From the gun on 3rd down, Callahan. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch a game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert. There's Tremble, the tight end. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The Panthers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Callahan. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Callahan. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Callahan. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary and you give up a big one.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way. as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to look deep for more. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. To throw on 2nd down. Callahan. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Back to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone.
And, oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Bucs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Callahan. And going deep for Hill.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let it go again.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And they did have some success running the football in those first 2 quarters. And that might be something they continue to work on as they try to get back in this game. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing on first down, Callahan. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there.
Are you serious, dog?
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On second down, Swift. Ooh, with a juke. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. From the gun on third down, Callahan. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. From the gun, Callahan. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Herbert now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Carolina.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches. That speaks loudly in volumes.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. The bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Looking to throw on second down. Callahan. He finds his man, complete. That's Hampton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw on second down. Callahan. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Callahan. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Ooh, what a catch by Marshall. And he's out right at the 25.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially out in the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Herbert back to the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Joe Tryon in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Here's the Panthers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out and made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From the gun on 3rd down. Callahan being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. On 1st down, Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Callahan.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, Callahan.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Callahan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Let's go, baby.
So that challenge, a successful one.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Callahan. And that'll be incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Callahan. And he's got it. Touchdown. O.J. Howard from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers are on their way to a 2-0 start.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds,
So a big call there that brings up fourth. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And that is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
And the Buccaneers are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Here's Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. Swift. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Steps away to his left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Bucs have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. He's going to let it fly.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Now it's Herbert.
That caught by Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
To the air again, Herbert. Got a man and he hits him in stride. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On first down, it's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 16, Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert throwing again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
The try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they take a knee and whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practice.